Hi, I am Palashkumar Patel. I am presenting the presentation of Part A, EYLF 2.0, Assessment and Teaching Learning Cycle. Go to the next slides. Overview. The goal of this session is to empower educator in in-depth discussion of curriculum choice of according. Examine how assessment impacts learning and teaching practices and how that relates to outcomes and principle in EYLF. The presentation also reveals how teaching calls up to professional standards, including the AITSL graduate teacher standards, making your practice both intentional and effective. Go to the next slides. EYLF V2.0 Foundation. The EYLF V2.0 acknowledges every child is capable, competent. It fosters safe, a respectful and a reciprocal relationship, and it demands equity and cultural responsibilities. These principles support the decisions we make as educators. It is within this context that when planning and when evaluating children's learning, we do so. Our deliberate acts should represent how we do out to understand this aiming beyond academic development, but children's emotions, social and cultural well-being. Go to the next slides. Learning outcomes overview. The five EYLF outcomes underpin each learning activities and judgment in early childhood settings. These results are not taught in a fragmented manner, but through an integrated play and equity-based learning. Our task is to shape experience to grow these capacities, to produce evidence of them, and to routine a reflection of how our work shapes each child's emergence of confidence, connection, and communication skills. Go to the next slide. Assessment in early childhood. Evolution in early age is not a question of testing and positioning. It is about the capturing of valuable insights on how a child learns, interacts, and grows up. The IOLF encourages strengths based perspective in a children learning through the varied use of assessment formative, summative, and diagnostic. We can develop each child's learning objectives and uncover strategies that enable inclusive learning for all students, particularly diverse learner and additional needs learners. Go to the next slide. Formative assessment. Formative assessment is an everyday phenomenon in early learning environments by means of records, learning stories, photos, and observations. Educators can answer children's strengths, interests, and challenges. It is not about designing receipts for teaching. It is about adapting our teaching in a real time to promote learning in the flow. For instance, if the child he has an interest around insect during play. We may take it further by instigating nature walks, storybooks, or bugs. Go to the next slide. Summative assessment. Summative assessments are collected as a running record and provide a presentation of other learning achievements of the child. They are handy for communicating to the family and easing the transition into school. They may have portfolios, checklist, or a summative statement of a progress of children in relation to the evaluable outcomes. But they must stay holistic and do not get nudged by standardized tick box and that does not represent the complete child. Go to the next slide. Diagnostic assessment. Diagnostic assessment enables teachers identify any problems relating to learning and development at an early stage. Language screeners, social emotions checklist, or a discussion with allied health professionals may be part of it. Although not as common as a formative assessment, it is essential to helping children but that could benefit from early interventions. Working together with families and fundamental to the aspects of culture and development appropriateness. Go to the next slide. Teaching learning cycle. The core structure of curriculum decision making at the impact stage is the teaching learning cycle. We watch children play, evaluate development, design experience, conduct them, and review results. This process is not a linear process. It is a cyclical and a responsive one. The cycle helps us keep focused on each child's growth and change our teaching based on what we see, record, and talk with colleagues and families about. Go to the next slide. UILF roles in the cycle. The EDU431 V2.0 framework simplifies every stage of the teaching learning cycle. The results assist is in determining what children should experience and accomplish. The principle like high expectation and partnerships inform our ethical stand. The practice, culture, responsiveness, and international teaching, among others, guide us with regard to how we implement learning experience. Converging these three ensure that our teaching will support children's agency and growth. Go to the next slide. Graduate teacher standards. Australian professional standards for teachers indicates further details for teachers. For early childhood teachers, some major standards are knowing how children learn, developing interesting events, and using assessment information. Continuous assessment and constructive feedback are further still driven home by Standard 5. In conjunction with the IILF, these standards contribute to raising the quality of teaching in preschools and long day care center. Go to the next slide. Family and community inputs. The family are an important element of the assessment and teaching process. They give information on a child's interest, culture, routine, and learning styles. When educator partner with families, we support and build the learning environment and the community feeling. The voice from the community elders, culture leader, and supportive service support the construction of learning experiences that reflect children's lived realities. Go to the next slide. Using assessment to inform practice. The families are an important element of the assessment and teaching process. They give information on a child's interest, culture, routines, and learning styles. When educator partners, when educators partners with the families, we support and build the learning environment and community feelings. The voice from the community elders, culture leaders, and support service support the construction of learning experiences that reflect children's lives realities. Go to the next slide. Review and reflection. Reflection is the connection between education and enhancement. After a plan has been adopted, we ask what worked well, what could be better, where the children be behaving as expected. Reflection makes us understand teaching and learning more and helps us to keep our practice in accord with each child's needs. Team discussion, critical reflection, and professional learning all to that. Go to the next slide. Conclusion. To summarize, the EYLF with 2.0 encourages a cycle of reflective informed teaching which support each child's learning journey. With purposeful assessment and a purposeful teaching, we can co-construct learning with children and families. Your role as an educator is essential to the design of responsible, cultural, safe, and engaging programs that foster lifelong learners. Go to the next slide. This is the references. Thank you.